Jeffrey Sandell, Linda Sandell, Elizabeth Adams.
Madam Chair, Commissioners, my name is Shelley Peele. I live 7 miles from Southwest Wake Park, and I'm going to guess that somebody in this room has seen me and my daughters riding my bike on Wagstaff Road close to where I live. And if you saw me, you probably said that I'm crazy, because if you don't know, Wagstaff Road is a very busy road. Speed limit's 45 miles an hour, but people go faster. And of course, there's no sidewalks. I'm like a lot of busy families, though. I don't really have an opportunity to drive to Raleigh or Cary to ride bikes, and I'm kind of stubborn, and so I take my kids on Wagstaff Road. I also have a beautiful, beautiful park a mile from my house. It's the Carroll Johnson Howard Park with some nice hiking trails, but I can only hike there if I'm with a group. The reason being that it's pretty secluded. They actually host the haunted trail there, and it's a scary place, so I can understand why. So yeah, we need Southwest Wake Park. There's nothing comparable like that in this area. So I have been in Fuquay for 18 years. When I moved into Fuquay, there were 8,000 people. Guess how many we have now? 28,000, or it's probably more than that. That was, what, a couple of months ago? We're growing, and when I moved in, it was farmland, it was pasture, and now it's not. We need to preserve our open space. So this purchase, it's not a bailout, it's an investment. I've worked for Charles Schwab for 20 years as a senior manager, so I know a little bit about bailouts and I know a little bit about investments. This is an investment. So let's look at the numbers. $4 million out of a $1.3 billion annual budget, that's 0.3 of a percentage point. Honestly, seems pretty good to me, I don't know. $70,000 to mow the grass. I started thinking, well, if I had to pay $70,000 out of my pocket, that would be a lot of money. So I started looking proportionately. And if you do the math, it's about $50 a year to cut grass. Like if you had a $100,000 income, if I could get somebody to cut my grass for $50 a year, I would definitely do it. I think that's a pretty good bargain. There were some comparisons about the Adams Tract property, like $9,000 per acre versus, I don't know the exact numbers, but there's some comparisons of the price, and I believe Adams Tract was purchased 16 years ago, so that would be called inflation, right? I think that's what that is, I don't know. Oh, that's right, I do work for Charles Schwab, it's inflation. So what are we gonna get? If we sell this property, what is it that we're going to get that's greater in value than the non-renewable resource of land? What happens 10 years from now when we say, oh, you know what, we really do need park space? How much do you think it's gonna cost at that point? I think it's gonna cost a little bit more. I really just wanna make a genuine urge for everyone here to vote, not based on what brought us here today. Let's forget about that. Let's look at the facts. Where are we now? Where do we need to be in the future? Please think about your legacy. Show us good government is about keeping a promise. Thank you.